New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
Welcome to New England Candlepins. I'm Jay Horrigan. We're here with our fall series, our second show, first match, second show. And I just noticed a banner that says they're selling nachos with cheese. So I'm a little distracted, but I'm going to stop looking at that banner. We're going to talk to our bowlers. First of all, David Edison. Dave, welcome to our show. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
And you're from Hudson, Mass, but you bowl out of here, out of Ryan's Family Amusement?
Yeah, I substitute. I don't bowl normally anymore. I sub here and there, so.
And I heard you telling one of the guys that sits in with me over there, you've got two small kids at home, huh?
Yeah, I got Cameron, who's going to be 4 next month, and Mason, who's 4 months old.
Awesome, a 4-month-old.
Yeah.
Lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, congratulations for making the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
You get to bowl against Dan the Gothman Gauthier.
How you doing, Jay?
Good. Has that nickname caught on other than me?
Other than this show, no, thankfully.
Well, I'm still working on it. I think it's going to catch any time. Dan, how you been bowling recently?
Pretty good in the last week and a half, and that's what counts, you know?
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's specifically what I meant, the last week and a half, and you were able to read my mind, so I thank you for that.
Thanks.
All right, so have you guys ever bowled against each other?
Not in anything like this. I don't know. He might have subbed on a team I bowled against. I do recognize him. How's that?
Oh, that's perfect. That's a good line. All right.
It did kind of surprise me. The brackets got rearranged at the last minute. I was expecting to bowl somebody I knew really well, and it was kind of threw me for a loop to come in today, so it'll be interesting.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to that. It's Edison versus Gauthier, and that's going to show up on your screen. And Matt Ferrara's brackets now.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
Welcome to New England Candlepins. Today, Dave Chestercove joins me, and we've got a third person. Who's up first, Dave?
We got Dave Edison. He is going to be facing Dan Gauthier.
The Gothman.
In this round of 16.
Dan
David,
the Gothman Gauthier.
You got that right?
That's what you mean. And who's that? I'm sorry, Richie Myrick joins us.
Oh, wow.
Richie, didn't know you were here. Glad to have you here.
I've been here the whole time, Jay. Thanks for having me once more.
Richie, always a thrill. I've missed you.
Clearly.
Alrighty.
All right, Dave.
David's going to get things rolling off for us when he's ready to go.
Didn't you call me Steve last week?
Anytime, buddy. When you're ready.
Did I?
And the week before?
Maybe. And the week coming up.
Next week?
A few weeks down the road.
Steve Chestercove. I think that works better than Steve Myrick.
You know, that's the name of my son, Steven.
Oh, well, there it is.
Well, there you go.
It actually happened. I predicted the future in the past.
Oh, looking like Dave might steal this one. Oh, and he gets it to go.
the 1-7-2 in that order for those of you watching at home. Wow, what a way to start.
David is actually a frequent bowler here at Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis. So this is a home match for him. Opens with a big spare. Gets the half Worcester. Left, looking to convert. Good ball off to the right. Knocks down 5 more. And just a $7.
So guys that when you go from different houses to bowl, do you notice a big difference on the lanes?
Sometimes, you know, I mean, it varies. The biggest difference is going from a wood surface to a fully synthetic surface. That is really the only big difference. Maybe sometimes approaches are the same way. You get wood surface like here, and some places like at Funtime Lanes upstairs, it's actually synthetic approach.
Well, what used to be Funtime Lanes.
Yeah, exactly.
I digress.
But you know, most of the time the lanes are pretty consistent. In terms of.
I don't know how the 10-pin is still standing.
Yeah,
Neither do I.
That's why I lost my train of thought. I was like, how'd that not go?
Well, I know how it's still standing after that one, but I don't know how it's
No
standing
debate
after
here.
the second one.
Wow, tough night. But yeah, I know what you're saying, David. I mean, the difference between synthetic approaches and wood approaches, it's night and day. Absolutely night and day. And it can change with the weather, too.
Yeah.
But in a vacuum, in a place like this, for instance, they're pretty much all the same.
Okay.
You know, the big change is the last couple of feet of the lane. What happens down behind where those lights are?
Right.
The sidewall action, you know, what they put on the decks, that kind of stuff. That's what really changes everything. For the most part, almost every house is identical when it comes to, you know, full wood approaches and full wood decks. Another 9 for Shoe.
All right, another close match after $2. Just one pin separates these two bowlers.
Yep, we've got a barn burner. 19 versus 18.
Dave averages 105 out of Ryan Family Amusements here. Has a high single of 158 and a high triple of 350. He qualified as the 14th seed for this show with a roll-off score of 340.
Is Dave a house bowler? I swear I've heard his name before somewhere.
Well, on the sheet here it says his home alleys is right here, so I can only put 2 and 2 together.
He had said when I spoke with him, he doesn't bowl as frequently. He subs now in the leagues here, but isn't consistent. He's not on a team right now.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad he made the program.
And part of that is he's got a 4-month-old at home, so.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah, so it just goes to show you, as you guys have said in other shows, you don't have to be a full-time professional bowler to make the show.
That's right.
Anybody can make it. Anybody can try out.
Absolutely. We take 16 people, you know? You don't have to be the number 1 seed. You can be the number 16 seed. Who knows? We've had past programs, we've had the 12 and 13 seeds even make the final bracket, you know, or the final show. So throw your 3 strings, come on out there, give it a shot. Who knows?
Dave able to convert that for a 10.
It's a good 10, too.
Speaking of kids out of David, he does have 2 kids. I'd like to make a shout out to him, Cameron and Mason. Your father would like to say hello. Shoe on lane 19. Drops the 4 horsemen left. 1, 2, 4, 7.
Shoe, as you might know, is a frequent contributor when Dave or I might be participating on the program. He's been known to get behind the mic from time to time.
Yep.
He's always been on the mic for the kids show as well. He's been on for Candlepin for Kids with Robbie Taylor for quite some time now, and done a great job with that show. Talking to him earlier, he's also a board game aficionado.
Yeah.
Plays a little Descent, a little Imperial Assault from time to time. He's a board game freak, you could even say, I think. So remind me not to play Stratego with this guy, all right?
Me as well. All right, Dan into the pocket, drops. Was 7, now it's 8. Ball's still spinning out
Ball
there.
is still spinning.
Might have to go get it.
And it is in between the two pairs. Who's going for this one? We sending Jay out there? Davey, you
No,
going?
no,
Who's
that
going?
could be an injury.
And ladies and gentlemen, Dave Chestercove retrieving a ball. Look at him. Oh, wow. Oh, what technique. What technique. Look at this, folks. He's down, he's sliding on his right hip. He's going in there. Wow, and he hasn't even disturbed either of the pins. This is unprecedented, Jay Horrigan.
I would have hurt myself easily.
I hurt myself watching it. Sacchetti's out 4 to 6 weeks watching it. You don't even get that joke, and it's funny.
Not that funny.
No, it's funny. Trust me, it's funny. Sacchetti, I know it's funny. And a raucous round of applause.
Dave, well done.
Thank you.
Gauthier off to the left.
Put that ball right where I just took the last one from.
It would have been a problem if you didn't take it out then.
All right, so just a 9 for Dan.
So a 3-pin match here.
I think Dan is still up, actually. Oh, I see what happened. Didn't read a ball, one of his balls. All right. There we go. So we have 39 to 36 in favor of Dave Edison.
Off to the left for David. Decent second ball, though. Happy with a 10 out of a first ball like that. And 10s are at the premium in a 3-pin match.
And he does just that. Dave off to the right, just 3 on his first ball. Oh, looking to convert.
Wow.
It's everything but the 5-pin. What a valiant effort. And just a 9 box. Dave still pinning well.
Dan up now, working on a 36.
Ball right in the pocket, drops 8.
Good ball. Kind of questionable wood. He's going to have to plow right through it, I think, here.
Yeah, the wood's kind of rolling back. It's getting better and better. Right in front of the 2-5. I think if he goes right at the 2-pin, it should carry, and it does.
Good job.
So, Shu with his first mark.
Big one at that.
Very big. Especially in a tight match, looking for a big fill. Love to throw a strike right there. Drops 6, leaves the 4 horsemen left. The 1, 2, 4, 7.
No wood to speak of. This is a tough shot for him with the right to left ball that he throws. He's going to have to be inch perfect on this one. Tight on the 1-2 side. Good setup for the 10 though, and this is an important 10. You know, as you say, every pin is important.
Pinning very important in Candlepin.
It's a good 10.
Very good 10. A lot of matches won and lost on that third ball.
Yep. David Edison now, working on a 62.
Right in the 1-3 pocket, drop 6. Leaves a split. The 2, 4, 6, 10. No wood. Difficult shot. Wow. Cuts the 4
If
into
he was
the
getting
10.
2,
Takes the
those
two
were not the
toughest
2.
pins.
Yeah.
2 most difficult pins out of the split, and he takes them. That's an interesting 9, but a 9 nonetheless. Hopefully the mark doesn't fix here, though. If you can post the mark, it really puts the pressure right back on Dan Gauthier.
Yes, it does.
Oh, leaves a 10 pin. And the wood can do nothing but help. As long as he doesn't find any caps, he should be fine here, Dave.
I agree. Should get it. And there it goes.
That'll do, and that is right on time here for David.
Well done by David. So, show. We're gonna answer on lane 19. Drops the 4 horsemen right this time.
Yeah, he's got the opposite of what David had in the first box, the last set there. On the good side this time, I think, for shooting.
Oh, is it gonna go? Is it gonna go?
It
Yes, it does.
I tried to.
Able to convert the 4 horsemen. 3
Big time
pin.
shot from Shu.
Last one to go.
All important fill ball here.
Beautiful ball.
What a ball it is.
It's everything but the 10 pin. Has some wood out in front.
Yeah, play it just like it isn't there, Dave.
Yeah, I agree. It should take it out. Oh, he fouled. He walked over the line. He must have stepped in something. But that will be a 9 box.
Boy, that's a tough one.
Have to do a score change.
So that's Dave Edison working on a spare there.
Yeah, and that's a big change there because instead of Gauthier having the spare, as of my math right here, we have a tie ball game. Oh, excuse me, I have David up 1. 3 boxes completed, it would be 86 to 87 in favor of Dave Edison.
Okay,
For a
we'll
spare.
get back to that. Dave, did you get that fixed?
Yeah, we got it fixed.
Thank God
we're
you're
working
here.
our way through the new scoring system here at Ryan's and Millis.
Oh, that's right, I did have it wrong. I had it on the other side, excuse me. The score as it is correct. It's a 7-pin match going into that box. So David has 92 through 9, as opposed to Gauthier's 90 through 8.
Oh, what a big strike from David.
That's almost a must-have right there.
That was a must-have. He needed a mark there, and he delivered. That's all right. He's got 2 balls.
It's a good thing that he does. This is a really important one. Needs at least 8 to force a mark.
Yep. And he'll get 7.
Get 7, so 2 tens
So
will close him
yeah,
out.
2 10s. 2 10s, I think, will actually make a tie. If he's up by 7. We'll do the math here. 92 to looks like 102. So yeah,
109, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's a 109.
109.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, 109. Yep. So he needs 2 10s. You're right, Richie. 2 10s to win. Shu gets a big 8.
Yeah, that's a good start to the first one.
Leaves just the 1 2. just by the head pin.
Huge pin here.
Oh, what a big 10 out of Dan.
That's a huge load off. That's actually almost like a mark right there. That lets you know that you can get a 10 box to close and damage out, as opposed to forcing yourself into a mark by missing that pin.
So, Dan, 9 to tie, 10 or better to win. Ooh. Off to the right, just gets 3.
Fill your boots. Time to go to work right here. This is a tough one to get 10 out of.
Well, if that wood stays there, it'll actually make the 10 a lot easier.
Well, if nothing else, he's got a shot at 9.
Yep.
Got to be sure of that. 9 to tie.
Yep. Yeah,
Two
that's
to
the front
tie,
one. I think if he hits the
3 to
front one,
win.
he'll get them all. But
7 pin's the tough one to cover here.
oh, he's gonna get the 9. He's gonna get the 9,
And
but
we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
so we will be in sudden death 2-box roll off.
And don't we... 2 bucks, I thought we were doing thumb wrestling for ties.
Maybe next time.
Oh.
2-box roll off. So we got sudden death.
I got it. So 2 full boxes here.
In sudden death, well, one bowler will bowl 1 box on each lane in sudden death.
Wow.
Nearly
Wow.
through.
Yeah. So 9 opener. I've seen some weird things happen, David. These 2-box roll-offs.
Oh yeah, I've been in a few myself.
Pretty good pitch for outside of the 3-6 pin. He's got the 1 and 2. Just a basic 2-pinner. If you can carry this. Oh, he does.
Oh, he gets
does
the
as
spare.
well.
So Dave will fill that mark on lane 19.
So 19 plus a fill. Essentially, if he keeps out of the lane, forces Dan Gauthier to mark.
Yep.
Oh, that's
And he
keeping
does
out
this
the lane.
guy. Oh, with a
That one.
strike. So that will, yeah. So that will pretty much force Dan
129.
Gauthier to get 2 marks.
So what's that, 138?
Yep, he has a plus 29 for overtime.
That's right. 29 for the 2 boxes.
Joe carries the
He's not
all-important
going away
5 pin
quietly.
out of
One
that.
ball. 4, 7, 8 with a ball. Triangle to the left-hand side.
Oh!
All right. Well, you know what, Dave? He needs one pen right now.
Yep.
He absolutely has to have a pen.
Yep. It's not mathematically eliminated yet.
Just the 8. That's going to force a double.
Yep.
That one pen, you would hope that you could throw the 20 box just like David did, but hey,
Yep.
But he can't.
needs the double.
Oh, he got one of them!
That's the first one. What a pitch right there.
Oh, man. Super excited over here.
It's never easy. Another one to win.
Needs another one. Needs a double. Oh. Well,
is
that
going
will
to do
that
it.
will do it. Let's see if he can make it just for good measure. Oh, only a valiant effort out of Dan.
16.
But David
19,
Edison,
20,
the house bowler here,
35,
will move on
5.
to our Elite
By
8
3
match.
pins?
Yep, just
What I
3
have by
pins.
my math. Yeah, David Edison, 138 to Dan Gauthier's 135 in extra frames. Great match.
Great match. We'll be back to talk to our bowlers in just a moment.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
We're back with our bowlers after that tremendous match. Dan, extra frames, just a couple of pins short.
Yeah, that's why I like going first, so you don't have to be under pressure trying to make those 10s at the end. You know, where I did myself in was I had a chance to close the door with the 10-pin and the plank, and I was trying to take an angle to hit the backwood, which was definitely the right shot, and that was the only ball where I had to slide on a different board because I was taking a different angle, and I evidently just hit a sticky spot and just went walking right over the line. That's so embarrassing and a tough way to miss an easy spare, that's for sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen that happen to you before.
You know, and look at that, just shows everybody it's a 1-pin difference. That's the pin. Of course, I could pin better in the other boxes too, so you can always find an extra pin.
Absolutely.
But he bowled great, and that mark he made in the last box, I was starting to think, oh, this won't be too bad, and then he makes a nice spare, so with a strike fill, so it made it tough.
Right. Oh, yeah, that was unbelievable. He came down, he had that spare strike right at the end, and yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, great effort. Here's your prize money for making it on TV.
Sir.
Great job. Always a thrill to have you here. Dave, congratulations. Great job. Coming down the end, you had that strike in the 10th frame, then in the extra frames, that spare and strike, that tremendous job.
Yeah, I got a little lucky. I was off the head pin for most of the match, but I hit it when I needed it. And if he didn't have that foul, there would have been no extra frames. He would have won in regulation, so I lucked out a little bit, but I'll take it.
Well, and that's Candlepin. One little thing like that can just change the entire match.
Yeah, he bowled great. He's a great bowler. Luckily, just today, I was able to get it done.
Yeah, you did, and you were able to pull it out, and it means you advance to our Elite Eight, where you'll take on the winner of this next match.
I look forward to it. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome job. So we'll be back with our next match in just a moment. By our bowlers of our next match. First of all, John Starner. John, welcome. You're from Newburyport.
Yes, I am.
All right. How long did it take for you to get down here to Ryan's Family Amusement in Millis?
A little over an hour.
Not bad. Not bad. How you been bowling?
Been bowling all right recently. Just started the Friday Night Pro League. Bowled well in the summer. So hopefully I can just keep it going here and continue my momentum.
All right. Have you bowled on a TV show before?
Yes, I have. I bowled on the Comcast show when I was 16. And I also bowled in the Classic Candlepins last year. I made 2 appearances.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Great. Great. Well, welcome to our show. It's good to have you here. And you're going to go up against Bob Lemagdelein.
Hi, Jay. How are you? Thank you.
Good. How'd I do on that name?
You did great.
I'll still mess it up.
Surprisingly.
You're telling me that's surprising. And Bob comes from Westfield, right?
Yes, I do.
Well, welcome to our part of the state.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
How was the traffic?
No. Hour and 15-minute ride.
Going back, that's when it'll get you.
I'm not worried about that.
Good, good. And how have you been bowling recently?
I'm happy with the way I've been throwing the ball. It's 2 weeks into the fall season, and hope I carried over to today.
Awesome. And have you bowled on TV shows before?
I have. I've been on the Comcast show, but a long time ago, back in 2002. So it's been a long time coming.
All right. Well, welcome back. We're glad you could join us today.
Me too. Thank you.
And we'll be back in just a moment with the matchup today between Bob and John.
What is community without community support? Without community access? without communication that creates a common bond. You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access Community TV Center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
Welcome back to New England Candlepins, and again, I am joined by my cohorts here. The legendary Western Mass All-Star, Dave Chestercove. But Dave isn't from Western Mass. Dave's a local guy. The other guy down there, that's Richie Myrick. Looking around, say hello. Say hello, Richie.
Hello, Richie.
Thank you. First up, Bob Lemagdelein. Got the name right again.
Nailed it.
Thank you. Very impressive.
Like 20 minutes to get that right in rehearsal.
That was the 112th take.
Lemagdelein.
Viewers at home will get it right now.
Here's Bob. He's actually a friend of mine. He bowls out at home. He lists his home as Agawam Lanes. And he used to bowl with us at Fun Time. And I've known him a long time. And really a terrific bowler. He bowled on the Comcast show back in the day. I think he may have mentioned that in his interview.
He did. He said 2002. But
Yeah,
he's one of the, as you said in a prior show, Richie, one of the large contingent of Western Mass people we have in this fall series.
We had a good turnout. We really did. And we've got a couple other ones coming up. Another good friend of mine, Joe McCreskey, as Bob starts out with a 9 there. A 9. 9. Did I just say 9?
Yeah.
Well,
I wasn't frankly paying attention.
Well, that's just fine. So, and that's a hammer from Lemagdelein.
With a strike.
And Jason Gauthier as well, senior, and not to be confused with junior, who's a nice up-and-coming bowler as well. And
yes, indeed.
And he tried out for the show. Unfortunately, didn't make it. He bowled about as well as I did, just good enough to not be here. But he will be here. I can promise you that. Probably the next taping that we have. So 19 plus 2 balls for Bob Lemagdelein up against John Starner.
John Starner drops 7.
Hey, how many
8.
How many guys, excellent, did we have try out this time?
I believe we had a total of 40 entries.
That's what I've heard.
Tremendous. Tremendous.
Including a few people that tried out twice.
Yep.
It's just $35 to enter. And if I'm not mistaken, if you're a USCBA member, you get a $5 discount. Is that still in
I believe that is. But John Starner opens up with a spare of his own to answer Bob. John Starner is from Newburyport, Massachusetts. Averages 121. High single 190. It's a high triple 476. John drops 7 in his spare, leaves the 128. His home lanes are Riverwalk lanes, as you can see on the back of his shirt, and he also has home lanes out of Academy lanes. John able to convert that for a spare as well. So, both bowlers off to a pretty fast start.
Bob Lemagdelein lists his average as a 114, although I know him to be a little bit higher than that. His high single is also 190.
Oh, looking for the double.
This could be a double.
And he
It
gets
is,
the double strike. The 4-pin is the last to go.
High triple of 454. Bob? We've got some fireworks here early, folks.
Bob looking for the triple.
Taking the scenic route.
Yep. Got a good break, though. He did get 6 out of it. Leaves the 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking to convert for the spare. Oh, punches the head pin straight back. Tough break. But we'll get a big 17 fill in that second strike. And just 8. So Bob opens with 60 pins. first 4 frames. A very fast start. But John Starner has 2 marks of his own, and he's working to fill one right here on lane 19.
I've always liked John's tempo. I don't think I've ever seen this kid over crowbar.
No, he's very, very smooth. Gets a little backdoor break there, at least for the fill-wise, but unfortunately it's just the 7-10 split.
Exactly right. It looked like a break at first, even if that wood were to stick around, but now it's just a really long 2-pinner.
Tried to kick the 7 off the wall, but I think John will be happy with the $9 here and then just reset and get another mark in the 4th frame. At least that's the goal. All right, looking to reset here on lane 4. Excuse me, lane 19.
That's a weird 3 to take out.
Yes, it is.
The 3-5-8 leaves the 4 horsemen on the left and the triangle on the right. Really pretty when it goes, though. Don't see it often.
All right, John, looking to clean this up for $9 or $10 here. He'll be happy with that. Still a long way to go in this match.
Early to think about it, but do you play the head pin here or the 3 pins?
In a single string match, I usually play the 3 on the right. But,
I think that's what he was doing there too.
Yep.
Just settles for a 7 instead.
Yep.
So it's going to be a 9-pin match through 4 completed boxes at 60 for Bob Lemagdelein and 51 for John Starner.
So Lemagdelein bowling in the 5th frame.
A lot of wood action there, and is able to get away with an 8 drop.
Sneaky 8.
Leaves the 2-8 piece of wood out in front of the 2.
Yeah, he took the half Worcester out with the first ball.
And he converts it for a spare.
It's a big spare too. With a 9-pin lead through the completed boxes, that really puts the pressure on, especially if he puts a good fill on it here.
Oh, right in
nice
the
fill it is as well.
Beautiful 9 drop. Leaves just a 6-pin, and again, a piece of wood is touching it. Can't quite see exactly where it is from this angle. There's a piece of microphone in the way. Oh, but he capped it. Did not carry. So a little break for John Starner, I guess you could say. Not so much of a break for Bob. But he converts it for the 10 nonetheless, and just keeps the pressure on pinning-wise. Very good. That's what you want to do.
Gives Lemagdelein 89 through 6 frames.
Bowling very well.
Starner is as well. Let's see if he can hit the head pin. And gets really, really unlucky by the 4-pin falling straight back into the pit. Could have the cluster of 5 on the left. Instead, he's got the 2, 5, 7, and 8. A piece of wood in the gutter, but really it's not going to help, I don't think. That's a tough break when you're chasing a marquee on 9 pins.
No, it'll be $10 though.
Smooth as glass on that 10. Now Starner opposite of $10.
John looking to clean this up for 10 here.
is it's a 20-pin deficit right now, and even though it's just that one pin, now it's 19. Which
Yep, you can make that up in 2 boxes. Yep,
that's right.
2 boxes. He's got 4 to go, so still very much in the match.
It's going to be tough to stop Bob Lemagdelein the way he's throwing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Terrific ball again.
Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Drops 8, leaves the 4-7. No wood to help. Just a 7-pin.
Overcooked that a bit.
But able to make the 10 bucks.
Important pins make that 2 marks even tougher for Starner.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Pinning is so important, especially in one-string matches. You never know. Well, you just never know. One-string matches, when you get one bad box, we've seen a couple of 5s and 6s already in this
Has
season.
here.
So anything could happen real fast in single-string matches.
Decent second ball. If he can get 2 out of here, he's going to be thrilled.
Indeed, this is a tricky shot. The 159, no wood. And
Solid bowling.
Beautiful, beautifully done.
Really, a couple big pins.
108 through 8 for Lemagdelein.
So, John, ideally, we'd like to get 1 mark out of 2 frames here. Try to set himself up. He's got plenty of time to make up these pins.
2 big marks, and he takes the lead.
That's right. John, right in the pocket. Drops 9 real quick. A lot of wood out there to help him. Should be pretty safe for him.
Real quick. I don't
Well,
know. Real quick.
I was trying to be nice.
It happened. It happened. Johnny, I love you, buddy. He carries the sun.
All right, there we go.
All in fun.
Johnny with a big spare there.
Really
Looking to
big
throw
spare.
that same first ball, hopefully get the same result.
Strike puts him in the driver's seat.
Absolutely.
Starner in the 8th. On a mark.
Johnny, big ball right here.
Just
Only
3.
3. So he's going to have to convert this, I would think, to make it easier for him. Oh, he tries to hit an outside. Almost.
Good offer on
They made a very good offer. That's right. Leaves the 2, 4, 7, 8. Wants to clean this up for a 10 bucks, though. We can still gain a pin on the frame. Oh, but unfortunately, he's going to give a pin back. He just gets 8. So, match Bob 108, John Starner 91. Neither bowler on the mark here, so it is 18 pins. No, excuse me, 17 pins. Still within 2 boxes, but Bob gets a mark here. It's going to force John to throw a double strike. But you don't want to do anything silly here, you know. You don't want to make the spare fills or strike fills easier.
Rips out the 3 on the right side this time.
Valiant effort to try to convert that for a spare.
Good solid second ball. 9's good here. 10's a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Goes for the 4-pin. I'm intrigued by that one.
Yeah, me too. I probably would have just taken the 10-pin out because there's a little more room there with the wood. But he wanted them both, I guess. But just an 8 box. Big box here for Bob. Drops the Caleri. Has some help to help cover the 8-pin. So basically,
It looks like.
he has the 1, 3, 6, 8, 10. He runs the 4 horsemen down. This shot should carry. Oh, but he gets by the head pin and gets everything but the head pin.
This is an all important pin.
Very important pin. That's right. Just a 9. So John Starner will have a chance. He will need 2 marks.
That's right.
But the fills do not have to be as big as they were 2 boxes earlier.
So Lemagdelein finishes at 125.
Very good score, especially in single string matches. But I'll win you most of them. But John Starner still has something to say about it.
He's going to need 2 big marks.
I don't know if he really wanted that 2-pin to carry.
Yeah, it looked like it might help him at first, but now that it's touching the solo pin in front.
Well, with that right wood going closer to the 10-pin, it might help.
Boy, this would be a terrific shot.
Oh! Well, he's going to need a double. But if he gets a 10 here, that'll make the fill a lot easier. And he gets it.
So John Starner will be at 101 in the 10th frame.
So
He'll need 24 pins.
24 pins to tie, 25 to win. Needs a strike here. Always off to the right.
Yep. So Bob Lemagdelein will win this match.
Yes, indeed.
And move on.
And just a 9 box for John. So the final score is Bob Lemagdelein 125 and John Starner 110.
Great match for both of them. So we'll be back to talk to Bob and John right after this.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
And we're back with our bowlers from that last match, Bob Lemagdelein and John Starner. John, you got off to a decent start, a couple of spares in the first and second frame, but Bob caught fire and kind of took off.
Yeah, he was bowling well. He was throwing a good ball the whole match, so hats off to him.
You had a couple of frames where you just off the head pin, and that seemed to kind of catch up to you.
Yeah, well, the lane conditions were a little tacky, so I tried to make an in-game adjustment, and it tried too late, I guess. It's tough when you're in these one-string matches, because when you're in a 3-game match, you have time to prepare and come back in the match, but it was a tough one today.
Yeah, it was, and you're right. The one game, the one string, it's tough to make those adjustments because if you have one bad frame, it really can throw the whole thing off.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Well, hey, we appreciate you coming out. Here's your prize money for making it onto the TV show. We appreciate it, and we hope to see you again. All right, Bob, congratulations on 125. You had a great match. You move on to take on Dave Edison.
I'm looking forward to it.
You bowled well. You know, you had the double in the second and third. You had a spare in the fifth, and then you just consistently pinned well.
Well, I know in a one-game match, it's crucial to get off to a fast start, and double strikes never hurt.
No,
not to get that.
Not at all.
No, so I was happy.
Well, excellent. It was a good job by both of you. You seem to both bowl very well. You were able to come out on top, and like I said, you'll take on David Edison in our Elite Eight show. So great job by both of you. So that'll do it for this show. We'll be back down the road with another Sweet 16 matchup where we'll have 4 bowlers with 2 of them moving on to our Elite Eight. So for Matt Ferrara and Pete Fasciano, I'm Jay Horrigan. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in New England Candlepins.
New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.